Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson will try and set up the screen to Hines. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he's got enough for the 1st across midfield to the 48. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. And an alley to run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 16-yard line. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 16.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. This is Bell on the dump-off. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. He can run for it, and he will. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They come out here in the eye. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Throwing is Jackson. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. From 4 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Strong. He's got Fuller. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, box truck, box truck. Mike 51, Mike 51. Here I come. Hey, wahoo! 51, Mike. Mike 51. Here we go, here we go.
Right here, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch the run, watch the run. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. Rip left, rip left.
Ready, ready.
Operating from the gun. Strong. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So line of scrimmage still a 39 on second and 10.
Hey. Go.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
To throw again. Strong toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's third down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On third down, Strong. And that will be incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Jackson to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Strong. And this is Parker, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw is Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Just like that. Just like that. Shift.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run again with Hines. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Yeah. 59, Mike is 59, Mike to 59. They're going to need some therapy after this.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check 50, check 50. 51.
From the gun, Strong. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
To throw on 3rd down. Strong. It finds his target, Fuller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Operating from the gun. Strong. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Watch QB draw. 5.
Throwing on 1st down. Strong. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Pittsburgh.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Yep.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Let's get off the field, D.
Ready?
Off play action. Strong. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the curl.
Jackson now. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
1st down, Charger.
Get ready.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a gain of 34.
A gain of 34 yards. And the Chargers first down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Looking to throw. Strong. And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 14. Jackson looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. It got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Jackson now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
51's the mic. Here we go, T. Here I come. Here I come.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On second down, it's Hines, and he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jackson now to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
There he goes, left side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now it's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Now they try the right side here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, And you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down. Have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels. I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to give a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were booing that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime,